Welcome back to the channel. I'm Alex, and today we're tackling a tough question. Why do men lie in relationships? To help us decode this, we're drawing on insights from relationship expert coach Jason Silver, who's spent years studying male psychology. We'll break down the 5 core reasons men lie, not to excuse dishonesty, but to understand the real motivations behind it. By understanding these patterns, you can create a space where honesty feels safer for both partners. We'll cover everything from the fear of conflict to the desire to protect your feelings and how self-image plays a role. By the end, you'll have a new perspective to help you navigate your relationships with more wisdom and empathy. Let's dive in. The first reason Coach Silver highlights is the fear of conflict. Many men dread emotional confrontations, so they lie to avoid arguments. It's not about disrespect. It's about dodging what feels like an emotional minefield. For example, instead of admitting he stayed out late with friends, he might say he had to work late, hoping to keep the peace. This habit often starts in childhood, where boys are taught to suppress emotions and avoid vulnerability. When faced with strong emotions, they feel overwhelmed and unprepared, so lying becomes a quick escape. Even small lies, like saying the store was out of milk, are about avoiding criticism or disappointment. This creates a cycle. The lie avoids a fight, but the lack of honesty breeds mistrust, which leads to more conflict. The more arguments that follow, the more he believes honesty only leads to trouble. Breaking this cycle means creating a safe space for honesty, approaching tough conversations with curiosity, not accusation. When honesty is met with calm, men are more likely to open up. Remember, these lies are usually defensive, not malicious. Understanding the fear behind them is the first step to changing the dynamic. Ask yourself, is honesty in your relationship met with calm or escalation? The answer can reveal a lot about why he might be hiding the truth. Building trust is a shared responsibility. Make the truth welcome, even when it's hard to hear. That's how you move from conflict to collaboration. Let's look at the next reason. The second reason, men sometimes lie to protect your feelings. These are the classic white lies, but they can extend to bigger issues. He might say he loves your new haircut, even if he doesn't, to avoid hurting you. Or he might hide financial setbacks, thinking he's sparing you worry. This comes from a desire to be your protector, to keep you happy and secure. Men are often conditioned to be stoic providers, so admitting failure or bad news feels like letting you down. The problem? These lies create a false reality, and when the truth comes out, the betrayal stings more than the original issue. He may also hide harmless interactions with other women, thinking he's preventing unnecessary jealousy. But by managing your emotions for you, he denies you the chance to process the truth together. It's a paradox. His attempt to protect you actually undermines trust and partnership. The solution? Make it clear you value truth over comfort. Tell him you'd rather face hard truths together than be shielded by lies. When he sees that honesty builds real security, he can unlearn this protective instinct. True strength is facing challenges as a team, not hiding them. Encourage open communication, even when it's uncomfortable. That's how you build a partnership based on trust, not illusion. Now, let's talk about insecurity. Here's how it shapes honesty. The third reason is insecurity. Men lie to protect their self-image. Society pressures men to be successful, strong, and capable. When reality doesn't match the ideal, some men exaggerate their achievements or hide their struggles. Lying about a job title, income, or skills isn't just about impressing you, it's about soothing their own anxiety. They fear that if you see their flaws, you'll lose interest. Even small lies, like pretending to know how to fix something, are about avoiding vulnerability. This pressure starts young, making it hard for men to admit weakness. The lie becomes a mask to hide feelings of inadequacy. When the truth comes out, it's not just the lie that hurts, it's the exposure of deep insecurity. Reacting with compassion, not ridicule, can open the door to real intimacy. These lies are defense mechanisms against self-doubt. The bigger the lie, the deeper the insecurity it covers. The antidote? Foster unconditional acceptance. Celebrate his real self, including vulnerabilities. When he feels safe to be honest, the need to lie fades. Authenticity becomes more rewarding than fabrication. That's how you build a relationship where honesty thrives. Next, let's look at the desire to impress. The fourth reason is the urge to impress, creating a more exciting persona. This often shows up in early dating, but can persist for years. He might claim wild adventures or exaggerate achievements to seem more interesting. Social media amplifies this, making everyone feel they need a highlight reel. The goal? to see admiration in your eyes, and feel validated. But these stories set impossible standards and create anxiety about being exposed. The real danger: you fall for a character, not the real person. True intimacy requires sharing real experiences, not fiction. This behavior stems from a belief that his true self isn't enough. The solution? Show genuine interest in his real life and celebrate authenticity. When he sees you value the truth, he'll feel less pressure to embellish. Encourage simple, honest stories. Let him know you're interested in him, not a fictional hero. That's how you build a connection based on reality. Now, let's talk about the simplest reason men lie. The fifth reason is straightforward: men lie to avoid consequences. It's about dodging trouble after making a mistake, not complex emotional management. He might lie about scratching the car or forgetting an anniversary to avoid your anger. This is about evading responsibility, not protecting you or his self-image. These lies are especially damaging because they show a lack of respect for relationship boundaries. When he lies to cover up a mistake, he's prioritizing his comfort over your right to the truth. This can create a parent-child dynamic where you feel forced to police his actions. The cycle continues. He lies to avoid punishment, you become more controlling, and trust erodes. The key is to differentiate between consequences and punishment. Fair consequences encourage honesty. Harsh punishment breeds more lies. A mature relationship allows room for mistakes, but not for dishonesty. Create a culture where owning up is met with firmness and grace. Make it clear that mistakes happen, but lying is what truly breaks trust. That's how you encourage responsibility and honesty. Let's wrap up with some final thoughts. So, those are the 5 real reasons men lie. Fear of conflict, protecting your feelings, insecurity, the urge to impress, and avoiding consequences. Understanding these motives isn't about excusing lies, but about building empathy and stronger relationships. Reflect on these patterns in your own life. Sometimes understanding the why can help you heal and move forward. The goal is to move from reaction to understanding, creating space for honest conversations. True partnership is built on facing hard truths together with compassion. What do you think? Share your experiences in the comments. We can all learn from each other. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more relationship insights. Thanks for watching. See you next time.